You know, I came to North America when I was 17, just by myself, and I had like a few $1,000s in traveler's checks back when traveler's checks were a thing, you know, in Canadian dollars. And I landed in Montreal. I have some family in Canada, and my mom's uncle lived in Montreal, but like we didn't even know his phone number, so I landed in Montreal, and my mom says, "Oh, I just got a letter back from my uncle. He's in Minnesota or something." So I'm like, "Oh, okay, I don't know what to do now." So I just stayed in a youth hostel and like bought a bus ticket across Canada, and I worked in various like odd jobs and stuff. Worked on my mom's cousin's farm, wheat farm in Saskatchewan for 6 weeks. That's where I had my 18th birthday, actually. I worked in the lumber mill, chainsawed logs, did various odd jobs. And then went to college in Canada for a couple of years. I paid my own way through college, by the way. So, but in Canada, it's like easier because the college is more subsidized, and I was a Canadian citizen through my mom. So, and I got some scholarships and loans and stuff. And then I applied to the University of Pennsylvania, and didn't think I'd be able to go because tuition is really high, but they gave me a scholarship and loans and stuff, so I was able to go there. I graduated with about $100,000 in student debt, and was going to do grad studies at Stanford, and decided to put that on hold to try starting an internet company. I tried to get a job at Netscape, but they didn't. I'd send my resume and didn't get a response. So I was like, okay, I guess I can't get a job at there are only a few internet companies and can get a job at any of them. So I was like, I guess I want to do something with the internet. I got to start my own company. But I ended up writing the first maps and directions on the internet. I wrote it personally. Maps, directions, yellow pages, white pages, on a puny computer, like with hardly any. So you had to be like, the code had to be super tight. I even have some patents on like maps and directions and yellow pages and white pages and stuff from ages ago. They're lapsed now, but that company ended up getting bought by Compaq for about $300 million. And I owned 7% of the company, so I got like $20 million from that. Put most of it into X.com, which merged with Confinity to create PayPal. And then I got about $180 million from that. And I put all of that into SpaceX, Tesla, and SolarCity. I just basically kept all the chips on the table and just like, let's play another round. And most people take the chips off the table, or at least some of the chips. And then SpaceX and Tesla ended up being valuable, and